Everyone is telling you to max out your 401k. They call it free money. They say it's the smartest move you can make. But here's what they don't tell you. In 2026, that means locking away $24,500 a year, over $2,000 every single month, into an account you cannot touch for decades without penalties. And for a lot of people, that decision quietly makes them poorer. Not because the 401k is bad, but because max it out is a one-size-fits-all answer to a problem that has multiple correct solutions, depending on who you are. Today, we're breaking down the math your HR department will never show you.
Here's the situation most of you are actually living in right now. Rent is up, groceries are up. If you're trying to buy a home, you're staring at mortgage rates and prices that would have seemed insane 5 years ago. And into this environment, the standard advice is to lock away $2,000 a month into a retirement account for the next 30 years. But here is where it gets dangerous. The 401k is what's called a deferred tax vehicle. You don't pay tax on the money going in, but you absolutely pay tax on every dollar coming out in retirement. And here's the part most gurus won't tell you. If tax rates go up between now and when you retire, which historically speaking is a very real possibility, you've essentially been saving in a higher tax environment than you anticipated. You deferred the pain. You didn't eliminate it. And if you're earning over $145,000 a year, the Secure 2.0 Act now mandates that your catch-up contributions go into a Roth 401k, not pre-tax. That's a significant shift. It means Congress is already nudging high earners toward paying tax now, which is a signal worth paying attention to.
Let's run two scenarios. Same person, same income, $95,000 a year, same employer. Two different strategies. Person A, the maxer. They do exactly what they're told. They contribute the full $24,500 to their 401k. After taxes, take-home pay, and normal living expenses, their monthly cash cushion is essentially zero. Emergency fund? Thin. Flexibility? None. They're retirement rich and liquidity poor. Person B, the strategist. They contribute only up to the employer match, let's say 4% of their salary, roughly $3,800 a year. Then they max out a Roth IRA, $7,000 in 2026, and they put the remaining surplus into a high-yield savings account, currently paying around 4.5%. After 1 year, Person A has $24,500 in tax-deferred retirement savings, untouchable, and $0 in accessible savings. Person B has $3,800 in matched 401k contributions. That's still free money from the employer. $7,000 in a Roth IRA, growing tax-free, and crucially, the contributions can be withdrawn penalty-free anytime. And roughly $8,000 to $10,000 sitting in a high-yield account, earning interest, accessible tomorrow if needed. Now, over 30 years, compounded, Person A likely comes out ahead on raw retirement savings. That's true. I'm not going to lie to you with math. But here's the question nobody asks. What happens in year 3 when Person A loses their job, or needs to replace their roof, or has a medical emergency? They either go into debt, erasing years of financial progress, or they withdraw from the 401k early, paying income tax plus a 10% penalty. Suddenly that free money account is costing them money. Liquidity is not the opposite of wealth. Liquidity is wealth, especially right now.
Now, to be fair, because this channel is about math, not myths, there are absolutely people for whom maxing the 401k is the right call. If your employer has an exceptional matching structure beyond 4 or 5%, capture every dollar of it. That's an instant 50 to 100% return on investment that no HYSA touches. If you're in a high tax bracket, think 200k plus, the pre-tax deduction genuinely saves you significant money today, and that math may work in your favor. And if you have a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months, zero high-interest debt, and real financial flexibility, then yes, max it. The tax-sheltered compounding over decades is genuinely powerful. But most people watching this right now are not in that position, and the advice was designed for people who are.
Here's the order I'd personally think about this. And I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, but this is what the math actually supports. Step 1, capture the full employer match. Always. Non-negotiable free money.
Step 2, pay off any high-interest debt. No investment returns 20% guaranteed. Credit cards do charge 20%. Step 3, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. Step 4, max your Roth IRA. $7,000, tax-free growth, flexible access to contributions. Step 5, then if money remains, go back and increase your 401k contributions. That's not anti-retirement, that's pro-resilience. There's a difference.
The 401k is a great tool, but tools don't think. They don't know your rent, your job security, your family situation, or what interest rates are doing. You have to do the thinking. And that's exactly what this channel is for. Cutting through the one-size-fits-all advice and doing the actual math that applies to real people in the real economy in 2026. If this video made you think differently about your money, not just feel good, but actually think, hit the like button. That's how we know this content is landing. And if you want a weekly breakdown like this, no fluff, just logic and numbers, subscribe. We drop a new one every week. I'll see you in the next one.